Hello YouTubers, this is RobBriz95 here with adjustments to my camera. Anyway, I am doing another group build EDH deck. This one will either end up being Animar, Soul of Elements, or Riku of Two Reflections. I currently do not have a Riku of Two Reflections though. If anyone's willing to trade for it, I'm down. I know Mr. Anonymity Trade, you hinted at it. Just let me know what you're looking for. Anyway, the propaganda would be good too. So here's Animar. He is green, red, and blue. He is a 3-cost creature, one of each color, and it says protection from white and from black. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Animar. Creature spells you cast cost 1 generic mana less to cast for each +1/+1 counter on Animar. Starts out as a 1/1, he's a 3-cost general. So he's got a lot of plus sides to him already. He's a low casting cost general. You can get him out super quick, especially if you ramp in really quick. I mean, my Chorus of the Conclave deck, I've done some crazy ramping in that. I mean, like turn 4, you've got like 7 lands, you know, I mean, that's some pretty crazy ramp. I mean, you can get more than that, but so he is generally a creature heavy deck. Every card, what I've done is this, bear in mind, this is not a deck. This will be the first of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, 6 short videos. Maybe I'll cut that down actually. Maybe it'll be the first of 4. We'll see. Anyway, the first of a series of videos. We'll go with that. Basically, I went through, and there's no rhyme or reason to this yet. I want opinions, suggestions, everything, anything under the sun. Give me your snark, your nasty comments, Johnny Darkness, anything else, you know, out there. And then I will build the deck, and I will, when it's finally complete, I will post up a deck tech, and you can copy it. So, like I said, we're going to do a fairly budget, so maybe $15 and below. There's some cards that are worth a little bit more in here, but everything's going to be below at least $30. Anyway, so let's start with the gold and hybrid cards. Bear in mind, once again, these are just random collections of stuff. I figured for a creature-heavy deck, why not have a Blitz Hellion? He is 3 generic mana, a green and a red. He's a 7/7 with haste, and when he comes, at the end of your turn, he gets shuffled back into your library. So you really can't fail with a 7/7 that costs 5, and will end up costing just 2 in this deck probably, and gets shuffled back in. So he can be reused over and over and over and over and over and over and over if he's not, you know, pathed or O-ringed, or well, he can't be O-ringed, so he'd have to be pathed or swords or whatever other exile spell or Doomblade or whatever. And he's good way to shuffle your library. We got Wild Cantor. She can be sacrificed. It says sacrifice Wild Cantor, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. She is a hybrid, green and red, 1/1. She can be brought back pretty easily, basically. Stick her on a Mimic Vat, sack her, add mana, you know, things like that. Next card is basically in here for card draw ability, and that's Electrolyze. It does 2 damage divided any way you choose among any, you know, 2 target creatures or players or whatever. Basically in here for card draw, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, take out a small chumpy creature or general or whatever. This is a Vigian Hydropon. It can't attack or block, but it's got Graft 5. So you can, what's Graft is, this creature comes into play with 5 +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever another creature comes into play, you may move any, move a +1/+1 counter from this creature onto it. So you could, it's basically on the field to give creatures +1/+1 counters. So it's kind of a cool card. I had a deck, when Ravnica Block was out, that ran it. Next, we've got a Mud Button Raiders. It can't be blocked by blue creatures. Just one more thing to, it's a 3/3. And bear in mind, there, like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to this deck. These cards just are. They're just stuff I went through and picked out for something that would be creature heavy. Got a Loam Dragger Giant. It's a 7/6, 4 generic mana, and hybrid red-green. no special abilities, but it's, you know, 7/6 for 7. This is what made me, one of the cards that made me lean more towards a Riku deck, and that's an Izet Chronarch. When it comes into play, you can return target insert sorcery card to your hand. Here's another fairly good card. You've got a, it's the Dominus of Fealty. It's a really good card. It says, flying, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may gain control of target permanent until end of turn. If you do, untap it, and it gains haste until end of turn. So you can take someone's Planeswalker artifact, target permanent. So pretty much anything. And for, is it 5 either blue or red mana, hybrid card for 4/4. That's not bad, especially for that ability. That ability is fucking sick. Here's another one. It's called Clout, not Cloud. Clout of the Dominus. It's an aura. It's as long as enchanted creature is blue, it gets +1/+1 in Shroud. As long as enchanted creature is red, it gets +1/+1 in Haste. So if you've got a blue-red creature, it gets +2/+2 Shroud and Haste. So that's pretty sick. This one was courtesy of one of my favorite YouTubers, Mr. Milo the Great One, a Prophetic Bolt. You know, it doesn't have much of an effect, but the card draw, once again, is what I'm looking into. And then we've got, let me actually put the other one in here, I'm not sure, but here's a, oh, excuse me, Dragon Broodmother. She creates dragon tokens at the beginning of every turn with Devour, Devour 2. So if you have a token generator and it devours, for every creature it gets, the 1/1 dragon creature gets +2/+2. So it's a cool mechanic from the Shards block. When Shards of Alar first came out, the original Jund decks mostly were basically these Devour decks with Michael Oth and Broodmate Dragon and stuff like that. Anyway, so fairly decent card. Nin the Pain Artist is in here for card draw. You stick a Darksteel Mire next to her and ping it, and basically have infinite card draw. So for as long as you can pay for it, you know. Also have a Wart Bogart Auntie. It's got I'm sorry, Wart the Raid Mother. It says each red or green sorcery. When Wart the Raid Mother comes into play, put 2 1/1 red and green Dominant tokens into play. Each red or green instant and sorcery spell in play you play has Conspire, and you can tap creatures to copy the spell. So that's actually really sick. And then of course Spellbreak Behemoth, it can't be countered, and creature spells you control with power 5 or greater can't be countered. Spellbreak Behemoth can't be countered. So in a creature heavy deck, you know, lots of big creatures that can't be countered. Not bad. Anyway, so that's the first part. Like I said, no rhyme or reason. Please offer suggestions. Those are the gold and whatnot and hybrid cards. So until next time, YouTube, rate, comment, and subscribe.